A wise man once said, "Did you really think killing me was enough to make me die?" Well, let's try that out. Oh my god, she can dance now, it actually worked! Demon King Academy is the epitome of power fantasy anime, and I say that as a level 100 garbage man. This anime single-handedly birthed one of the greatest anime protagonists of all time, Anos Voldigoad. Anos saved my children from poverty. Anos brought world peace. Anos deleted the Lego I was about to stub my pinky toe on. But today, I want to talk about why I love Anos so much and why Demon King Academy is unironically amazing. So, to start off, we should take some other trashy power fantasies as a frame of reference. Let's see... smartphone giving you powers... Right, plot armor. I am 14 and this is deep. Holy shit, you're so edgy you'd give my knife competition. When we look at some other power fantasies, there's sometimes this convoluted gimmick in trying to justify why the MC is overpowered. Like having a smartphone, or years of training, and the power of revenge, and all that. So what I appreciate about Demon King Academy is how straightforwardly it just gives it to you. Yes, Ano-sama is the Demon King. Ano-sama cured AIDS. He is the Demon King, of course he's overpowered. No weird gimmick, just a straightforward power fantasy. Except it went so straight, it didn't bother dodging obstacles and fucking rammed its way through everything like that truck in Sonic Generations. Jesus fuck, that's nightmare fuel. The thing that makes this anime so good is how blatantly overpowered they made Anos without a hint of remorse. Like, this guy's first battle was literally using his heartbeat to kill someone and revive and kill him over and over again. I've heard of overqualifying for a job, but Jesus Christ, this guy showed up at a McDonald's part-time interview with a triple PhD from Oxford. Some other anime tried to attempt to hide the fact that they are so-called power fantasy, albeit not very well, by trying to make it look like the main character struggled in some battles. Oh no, he beat the bad guy, but look at how much he struggled! Look at how injured he is! How long would it take for him to recover? Oh. The problem with this is it's attempting to achieve greatness even though it's a power fantasy in identity. That's like my elementary grade math teacher attempting to teach a history PhD class. You can barely do linear algebra, why the fuck are you trying to write a thesis on the history of Julius Caesar? Just do your best teaching 1 plus 1. And that's the greatest thing about Demon King Academy. It doesn't try to hide the fact that it's a power fantasy. It accepts it and ramps up the power fantasy by 100 times and shows why power fantasy shows ever became popular in the first place, by playing by all of a power fantasy's strengths. In a way, it almost becomes satire due to how ridiculously overpowered Anos is. I mean, look at these lines! This man rewrote the laws of physics to clown on his enemies. Einstein is fucking rolling in his grave! Actually, I wonder if Einstein would have been a weeb. This is exactly what makes the anime so entertaining, and it goes even further in the anime as the stakes become higher and higher, but you know Anos is somehow gonna win. You're just here to see them somehow subvert your expectations and push the boundaries of ridiculous overpowered MC, and it's so fucking fun! You come in episode 1 and can tell that this is something you watch for pure entertainment. You're not here to see some deep lore, you're not here looking for the answers to Confucius's moral questions. You're here to see a god amongst men trash and clown on baddies in some of the most ridiculously creative ways. And there's just something that makes it so goddamn fun. This is further enhanced by all the non-action scenes because this man isn't just overpowered in battle, this man is overpowered at life. Every scene where he clowns on villains both physically and verbally, all of his interactions with Sasha and Misha, even the wholesome scenes without him in it, they're not particularly deep, but there's something inherently so fun and satisfying to watch. It's like watching a best of interactions compilation. The author knows what makes satisfying interactions between certain character archetypes, and just package the entire thing into one series, and I fucking love it. Now, despite me previously comparing Anos to these other power fantasy MCs, he is nothing like them. In fact, I would like to apologize for comparing a god to mere mortals. These other MCs' role is pretty much for the satisfaction of filling the powerless void, to let viewers feel like they have power. Even though, they don't. But when I watched Anos, it was like watching a Giga Chad king. In fact, Anos is the original Giga Chad. Motherfucker killed the god of time like it was Tuesday and went home for dinner. Dialga must be sweating bullets now because, oh, corpses can't sweat. Anos is a leader with charm. That much cannot be denied. In fact, that is exactly why he is so lovable. He's a man with godlike powers and has the morals that any shonen protagonist does, but has this smug Lamau get wrecked scrub energy, whilst maintaining the charm and dominance of a medieval king. Yet despite this smug as fuck smile and absolutely savage roasts, he is still a genuinely good person that fights injustice as any good king would, and still legitimately tries to shape the world into a better place. Something about all these personality traits combined makes for an inherently charming man that glues your full attention to the screen. A bit like Joseph from JoJo Part 2. It's like watching some mesh of Tanjiro's moral compass, Kazuma's savageness, and Kirito powers a billionfold to create the literal perfect being to ever grace the mere mortals of this land. Again, it's not anything deep, but it's just pure fun to watch, and the anime knows it. Now, despite me giving all the high praise to Anos and comparing the anime to so-called trashy power fantasy, the rest of the characters and plot isn't half bad. I mean, it's not something I'd give an Oscars award to. Wait, no one cares about the Oscars now. It's not something I'd give best anime plot or characters of the year to, but they hold up as cool to watch. Both Sasha and Misha have great personalities and character development whilst being top tier waifus. I couldn't think of better waifus to stand beside our king. And honestly, the overarching plot is more interesting than 99% of generic power fantasies, which I guess isn't that hard to do because you might be able to even find fanfiction which has better lore than fucking smartphone in another world. But still, it's something. I'm not sure what the direction of the anime is after season 1 because the ending felt very conclusive and complete, but I personally hope they can build a genuinely interesting world whilst maintaining the theme of overpowered as fuck Anno satire. God, I am so excited for season 2. Overall, Demon King Academy is an absolute blast to watch. It's the perfect comfort anime for weebs, as you can delve into a pretty interesting world but rarely worry about so-called bad endings because you know Anos is God and can solve anything at the flick of a finger. Actually, he won't even have to fucking flick his finger, he just needs to exist. Literally. This anime holds the charm of being the absolute best comfort food to exist. You'd never call it Michelin star level food, but goddamn are these some of the best fries I've ever had in my life. It gives me all the so-called tropes that make it satisfying to watch, like overpowered god doing justice to those that have been wronged, and some peak tsundere moments. This man is so Chad, he got the tsundere to kiss him in episode 2. Unfucking heard of in history. All I can say is, kids, be like Anos when you grow up. He's the perfect role model. Wait, no, I didn't mean go stab your teacher! Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed, then be sure to subscribe for more weeb content. With that, I'm gonna go back to my daily Anos ritual, prayers. Yeah, prayers.